welcome to the September vlog. My name is Jennifer Bleecher, and this channel is Life in Envelopes. Now, this channel is all about planning and budgeting, but once a month I do a week-long vlog where I just take you behind the scenes of my life. I own an Etsy shop. I make stickers for planners. I do YouTube videos about budgeting, and I homeschool my son, my youngest son, Logan. So that's my life. So what's going on right now? It's Monday, Labor Day, which is September 5th. I just picked up groceries. I don't know if you can see them on the floor back there. I'm going to get those all unloaded, and then I'm going to go ahead and make lunch for today, and then I need to get started on some work. I can't believe it's already 11 o'clock and I haven't started work yet today, but let's get the groceries unloaded. But first, let me show you this. I'm sitting in my bay window, and there's these hostas. Okay, I'm so not a gardener, but I appreciate good gardening. And the person who owned the house before us, they did all these beautiful gardening things where different flowers and blooms come out at different times of the year. And I have these hostas at the front of my window. Here, let me just turn around and show you. So this is the view outside of my bay window right now. And there's just all these beautiful hostas blooming this white flower. It's just so pretty. I really appreciate the work they put into the garden of this house. Okay, so I thought it'd be kind of fun for you to see what we're going to be eating this week. So I am going to share all of the stuff I got. I kind of categorized it by categories so I could share it more easily with you. So to start with drinks, I grabbed a couple of my favorite coffee creamers. It says hazelnut and zero sugar. I don't tolerate sugar very well, so I like to get sugar-free products as often as possible. This Fresca is also sugar-free. I usually only get one bottle, but I got two this week because they were on sale. So let's take a look at the meals that I'm going to be making this week. So this was a recipe that I got from YouTube. It's, is it noche and then borsan? I don't know, guys. But this is going to make one meal. I'm going to make that with you guys today. I'm super excited. It's from a YouTuber, so I will put a link to her video where she makes this recipe in the description box below. We're also going to do a pizza night one night this week. So I think I'm only going to need one Jiffy box pizza crust mix, but I grabbed two just in case. I grabbed some pizza sauce, some mozzarella cheese. I prefer to shred my own cheese as often as possible. I just prefer the taste of it that way. I got Logan some pepperonis because he likes pepperoni on his pizza. I personally like ground beef, so I got a little bit of ground beef for myself, and I like onions and peppers on my pizza. So we're going to do a make your own pizza night one night this week. And then I got these because I know that I'm going to have extra cheese and pepperoni. So on another night, I'm going to do stuffed biscuits with pepperoni and mozzarella. No sauce in those. And then I got these buns because we're going to do a couple of meals that have buns this week. So we're going to do hamburgers one time, probably tonight because it's Labor Day and David's off work. So I might be able to get him to grill those for us. I prefer grilled hamburgers to pan-fried hamburgers. And then we're also going to do chicken sandwiches once this week, or maybe even twice. We have 8 buns, so we're going to do breakfast for dinner one night this week. So we have some cinnamon rolls. We already have hot eggs in the refrigerator. And then, because we do cinnamon rolls and a protein and a fruit usually. So this is one of my absolute favorite things to make lately. It's these easy enchiladas. So you bake these according to the package direction in a pan, and then you top it with enchilada sauce, which I already have in my cabinet, and then some cheese on top, and then you bake it 20 more minutes, and it makes the most delicious, easy enchiladas. Okay, so those are the meals that I'm going to make, but then the dinners. But then for lunches, I just have a variety of things available for me to make Logan a variety of different lunches during the week. So I was out of everything, out of all my pastas, out of everything. So I kind of am restocking my shelves this week. So I grabbed a couple of boxes of mac and cheese, a couple boxes of this pasta salad. It's the ranch with bacon. There's a version of this at Aldi. That's where I first found it, and then I found it at my local store. And then I think there's a brand name version of it as well. It's just great, and it's a great side. It's super tasty. Grabbed a couple of these cheese stuffed breadsticks, mini corn dogs, taquitos, chicken strips, dinner rolls if we ever want to have some dinner rolls with our meals. I grabbed a couple boxes of pasta because we are completely out of pasta. I had like 10 boxes of pasta in my pantry and I've used them all. So I got medium shells and big elbow mac and cheese. Oh, it's not mac and cheese, sorry. It's just the noodles. We don't actually make mac and cheese with it. Then I got 4 of these. These were only like 28 cents a piece, which is awesome. And then I got some singles to make grilled cheese sandwiches, and I always like to have some sour cream on hand. So those are like the ingredients that I use to make just like lunches and other meals throughout the week. Okay, heading over here. Here's the produce that I picked up today. I like to have a salad, at least one salad every day with lettuce, tomato, and cucumber. I also use the tomato and cucumber in different recipes. This is the kind of bread that we like. It's the original Ezekiel bread. Got bananas. I already have apples on hand. And grapes. I try to always have apples, bananas, and grapes available as a fruit option for Logan. And then here are all the snacks. Whew. So since Logan has started back to homeschooling, I've just found it nice to have some snacks on hand just to help motivate him to get his work done. So he usually gets about 4 snack-sized portions a day, 2 sweet, 2 savory snacks. So his choices this week are chicken and a biscuit, Mother's Circus animal cookies, goldfish crackers, Lorna Doone shortbread cookies, fruit snacks, Cheez-Its, and then those are for me. I love those yogurts, but they're kind of pricey, so I only allow myself 3 a week. So those are my 3 yogurts for the week. And then I usually try to have some kind of ice cream treat in the freezer. Okay, so that's it. Okay friends, so for this portion of the video, I'm just going to do a voiceover. I thought that would be the easiest thing. I'm showing you how I made this recipe. This was the first time that I made this recipe. I love watching other YouTubers, cooking channels, and trying to learn how to make new things. And this one looked easy enough that I think I could do it. I'm a very like new to cooking at home kind of person. I unfortunately have spent way too much money over my lifespan on eating out, and part of my budgeting journey has been to try to cook at home more often. And I'm still learning, but I feel like I'm getting better every time I try. I get a little bit better. That's just how I think. That's my philosophy with everything in life. You try it, keep trying, and you get better every time. So first, she started by putting some noce on a baking sheet and the tomatoes. Originally I was just going to put like half of the package of tomatoes, but then I decided just to go ahead and do the whole thing. It looked like the right amount of like noce to tomatoes. I'm not a fan of these kind of tomatoes, so I wasn't sure if I was going to like this recipe or not, but I thought since they're roasted, maybe I would like them. Normally I love tomatoes, just not this particular kind. I'm not sure why. So I added some oil, and I'm just kind of stirring it all together here. I wish I had added more oil at this point because these things do stick to the pan, which you will see later, and then I end up having to take them out, put them in a bowl, and add more oil later anyway. So I wish I had just added more oil to start with. It was olive oil. Okay, so then you take this cheese, you take it out of the package, and then you put it in the middle of the tray, and then you put it in the oven and you bake it. You're going to want to bake it at 450 degrees for about 20 minutes. So I just looked up the original video to find the time and the temperature, and it was this. So this meal is from Meals with Maria. So I will put a link to her original cooking of this in the description box below if you want to check that out. So I did add a little bit of salt to the tomatoes there. She didn't do that in the recipe, but I just like the combination of tomatoes, olive oil, and salt. I think it's a nice classic combination. Totally not necessary. You can skip that step. But so she just mixed everything together right on the pan, but it was not working for me because the tomatoes and the noche were both sticking to the pan. So I eventually gave up on trying to mix it together here, and I just scooped it all into a bowl and stirred it together in the bowl. When I put it in the bowl, I did add a little more olive oil. So like I said, if I had added enough olive oil in the beginning, then I probably wouldn't have had that problem. But this was really delicious. The first day, we ended up eating it over 2 days. So we had the first day and then we had a second day of leftovers. And in my opinion, the leftovers were not as good as the first day, but the first day it was delicious. So as long as David and I are going to be able to finish this on the first day, I think that I'll make it again. But like I said, it's not like one of those dishes that I would make if I wanted to have leftovers. But first day, absolutely delicious, definitely would recommend. Okay guys, so I'm about to start work and I have a lot of work to do today. So instead of sitting down and eating my lunch at the table, I'm gonna go ahead and eat here at my computer and get started. Today I have orders to fill. I have my final November design to complete, and oh, I have to film a couple of YouTube videos, so it's gonna be a busy day. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste this. I'm gonna do a taste test with you guys. I'm super excited. It smells good. I'll be honest, it didn't smell so good while it was cooking in the oven and I was a little bit worried, but now it smells good. Very good. This one's a winner. Hello, friends. So, hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Why do you get so upset? Why? I'm just making a video. Stop. Stop. I have to make a video. Do I put you in a different room? More. Okay. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so it is 7:20 on Wednesday evening. We just finished homeschool. We start homeschool between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. depending on when I get like a good spot to like take a break from work. I usually work during the day. Then I take a break and we do dinner and homeschool. And then I also take a break like midday for lunch for us. We do a lunch break together. And then I get back to work. I feel like I'm working all the time. But don't feel sorry for me because I absolutely love what I do. Like, I choose to do this. It's so much fun. So what I have going on tonight, I have now picked out all of my November designs. So I'm gonna finish making all of the designs into sticker kits. I did the last design today. I love it. I would show you, but I think I'm gonna show you on the computer because it's kind of dark in here and I don't think like if I showed you the stickers themselves, if it would do it justice. I'll show you on the computer in just a second, my final design. And then I have orders to do and that's it, that's all. So I'm gonna work on designs, fill orders. I have like 17 orders to fill. Sorry, Mork is barking. Okay. So, you know, the computer doesn't always give you the most accurate color of this either, but I wanted to show you, this is probably better than showing you on paper right now. So my final third design is called Pumpkin Spice, and here, let me bring you in closer onto the screen here. So this whole kit was inspired by this one pattern. I usually purchase kits for like $2 to $5 that have multiple patterns. Well, this artist only was selling one pattern at a time and she was charging $8 a pattern. So I ended up purchasing this one pattern for $8, which I love. And then I got this white overlay pattern as well from her for $7. So I was able to use the main pattern that I loved and then this white overlay by pulling out some of these colors in here. I pulled out the pumpkin color, the heart color, which is this beautiful like blush pink, and I also pulled out this gold from the leaf here to make the kit. So this is the full box kit. Hello guys, and happy Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. I feel like I've been kind of bad at vlogging this week, so I thought I would just catch you up on everything that's going on today and the rest of the week. So I have certain goals that I'd like to hit by Friday. So let's talk about that. Well, first of all, let's talk about today. So it is almost 1 o'clock and I've already put up a YouTube video. So I'm now doing my family budget check-ins on Thursdays. So that went up today and I've already filled some orders. So Mork, when I say we, I'm talking about Mork. He might pop in here in a minute or so. But Mork and I are heading over to the post office. Sorry, we're going through a big turn here and I don't want you to fall. Okay, so we're gonna stop by the post box, the one close to my house, drop off the orders. Then we have to head back because we have a Zoom call at 2 o'clock with Grandma Carol, and then we have another meeting at 3 o'clock with Logan's, our teacher liaison that we work with through the school district for homeschooling. So when we meet with my mom for the Zoom call, we're gonna talk about Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. We finally finished the book and I was quite surprised by the ending. It's just a little bit darker than, the cute little cartoon movie that I know from childhood. So I was a little surprised by the ending. Sorry, hold on. Okay, there we go. But we're going to discuss that today on that call, and then at 3 o'clock when the teacher liaison comes, basically, we're very lucky in the sense that we live in a state where they're extremely flexible with homeschooling. So at least that's been my experience so far. I started homeschooling last year. All I have to do is I fill out a report at the beginning of the year talking about the curriculum I'm going to use, and then I share that with his teacher. She checks in with our teacher liaison. She checks in with us 4 times a year just to make sure that we're progressing. Make sure, I don't know if just make sure, but she writes down, when she comes today, I'll show her all the curriculum. She'll mark what page we're on, and then when she checks in with us next time, she'll mark what page we're on at that point. And that's really it. She's also been really helpful when I'm not sure about a subject or where to find resources. She's been helpful in giving suggestions on where to find resources. But other than that, I get complete control over what I do. So it's fun. It is so much fun. I think that's part of the reason why I feel kind of crazy and behind schedule right now is we're spending more time on homeschool this year than we did last year. We're spending about 3.5 to 4 hours a day on homeschool, where last year we just spent 2 hours on it. Logan's in 5th grade now. Oh, sorry, you fell. There we go. So Logan's in 5th grade now, and I just wanted to bring things up a notch. And he's better this year. Last year, he was a little bit grumpy and everything was overwhelming and too hard and he needed lots of breaks. But this year, he seems to be settling in just fine. He's loving all the new curriculum, so that's good. So that, that doing it for 3.5 hours to 4 hours is a lot more enjoyable this year than it was last year. So because of all that, I feel a little bit behind schedule. So by Friday, I want to try to hit 0 orders at the end of the day on Friday. I'd like to get all the orders filled, and I think, I checked this morning, I think I still had 17 orders to go. Because more orders, I filled orders last night, which these are the orders that are going out today. But then more came in, which is a great thing. It's very good. But I also need to finish all of my new designs. So I have all the universal kits designed, but now I need to go and I need to design the budget mom kits, for the Liverage planners and the budget by paycheck workbooks and the box set, and then I need to do a 7x9 budget kit as well for each design. So I have a lot of designing to do still before Saturday, and then I want to try and print and cut as much of the product as possible so that I have it on hand when people order. I'm trying really hard to get things done ahead of time and print and cut ahead of time for a couple of reasons. One, it makes order turnaround so much faster, and 2, because I'm down to one, oh, there's Marky Mark. Because I'm down to one machine now, the Graph Tech, and I've talked about how pricey it is, and so getting a second Graph Tech at this point is not a possibility. We have to pay this one off before we can even consider getting a second one. Eventually, I do want to have a second one, so I'm not in this constant state of, is it going to break down? What am I going to do if it breaks down? But since we only have one machine, I try to have as much on hand as possible at a time so that I'm only selling things on the site that I actually have on hand. That's the goal. It doesn't always work out that way. Like sometimes people will order stuff and I go to get it for my inventory and I don't have it, and then I have to print and cut it. So I'm not great about tracking the inventory at this point, but I'm trying. And then tomorrow I have my cash envelope stuffing video, so I need to go to the bank in the morning. So I have a lot going on today and tomorrow. Do you guys, sorry, let me navigate what I'm doing here. Do you guys want to see like me filling orders and printing and cutting stuff? Like, do you want to see that kind of footage? I personally love that kind of footage, like when I watch Sarah Marie or Budget with Ira from Budget with Ira, when I watch their vlogs and they're doing that kind of stuff, I love it. But I think I love it because it's my job, so it's fun for me to watch other people. I'm gonna go ahead and put the mail in while I talk to you. I always check to make sure I put a shipping label. So far I've never not put a shipping label on something, but I'm a little paranoid, so I always check, make sure I put shipping labels on. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so let me know. Do you want me to film that kind of stuff for you? Or is what I'm filming right now okay? Which is where I'm just talking about what I'm doing, and I'd like try to share more like other stuff going on. Like I love sharing the cooking stuff with you, and that grocery haul was fun, and just love that kind of stuff. So yeah, tell me if there's anything specific that you want to see in the vlogs, and I will try to make that happen. Hello friends, just checking in. So it's Thursday night. Technically it's Friday morning because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm still working and I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish. But that's just the way it goes sometimes, and I just have to call it quits. I get to a point where I just can't work anymore. I'm just too tired. But I wanted to share with you, Jacob stopped by the house tonight, totally surprised me, and he and I went out to dinner and it was so nice. It's so weird having an adult child. So he's turning 20 this month, and he doesn't live here anymore. He has his own place, and it was just like the best ever. I just think he's one of the most amazing human beings on the planet, and I love spending time with him. So I spent a few hours with him today, and that cut into my work, but it was worth it. Totally worth it. Okay, let's talk about today. Keeping it very real. Just got up, took care of Marky Mark, made my coffee, and now let's take a look at my to-do list. By the way, this is the ERIN CONDREN. I love this thing. It's tiny. It's the compact vertical life planner. It's the ERIN CONDREN Life Planner in the compact vertical layout, and this is what the first half of the week looks like. It has 4 days on each sheet, and then an extra box here because there's only 7 days in a week. By the way, I just kept it real this morning. I wanted to have my coffee before I did my shower. So let's go over the to-do list. I'm tired, you guys, but that's the last time I'm going to say that in this video because I don't want to seem like I'm complaining. Okay, today we're going to film a cash envelope stuffing video. So after coffee, I'm going to take a shower, go to the bank, film that video, get it edited, uploaded. I'm going to finish the orders. I think there's 13 current open orders. Oh, I'm going to stop by the post office on the way to the bank this morning because I do have a bag full of orders from yesterday. So I'm going to drop those off this morning. And then I'll have to go again this afternoon with the second batch of orders. I like to do that because I don't want I don't want completed orders just sitting here in my office. I want to take them to the post office as soon as possible. And then we have homeschool tonight. Like, I think my goal is to try and get all of this done by 5 o'clock and then do homeschool. I think homeschool will just be an hour to 2 hours. Today it's Friday. We have less work to do on Fridays. Things go faster on Fridays. And then we can start Fun Friday. So we'll have dinner and watch a movie together. Fun Friday is for Logan and I. So I'm so excited about that. That's going to be my reward for all the hard work I've done this week. And I also need to finish my November designs. I can do it. I can do it. Here's the deal. If I don't finish my November designs before 5 o'clock, I can work on it after Fun Friday. Or maybe tomorrow. Okay, let's get to it. Hello, friends, and happy Sunday. So it is Sunday, September 11th. And, I just figured out why David's talking to me about 9/11. Because he's just in the office talking to me about 9/11. And I was like, okay, well, why are we talking about 9/11? That's funny. Anyways, it's 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon and I just finished my to-do list from Friday. So on Friday, I didn't check back in because I was working really hard until 5 o'clock. That's when I stopped and I did Fun Friday with Logan. And then yesterday I worked all day. I worked until 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. I stopped and I did my date night with David and we watched. Somebody in my comments said that House of the Dragon, the cool way to say it is Hot D. I think that's the way you say it. House of the Dragon, Hot D. So we watched that and that was really fun. And then I went to bed after that. I was so tired. And then I got this morning and I finished my to-do list from Friday. So my to-do list from Friday is finally done. David had a suggestion, and I think I might do this, where when I'm going to complete a task like make a video, design something, whatever the task is, to write it down and then the length of time it takes me to complete it. That way I have a more realistic, I can make more realistic schedules and expectations for myself because obviously things are taking way longer than I predict they will. It took me 3 days to complete my to-do list for 1 day. So there you go. I just wanted to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next vlog, which will be next month. Maybe I'll be have my schedule a little bit better figured out by then. Fingers crossed. I'm trying to get really organized and in control of everything before Black Friday, because last year that's when things really took off for me. Black Friday happened. I had $10,000 of sales in November, $10,000 in December. It just was crazy all the way till May. So I'm trying to get everything organized and everything really good in a good place before that hits. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.